Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Is This Adulting? I'm best friend number one, Stephen Pappas, and I am here with a very special guest today who took time out of his busy schedule to be here with us today. It's your quarantine boy, Christopher Sicky Time Grimmett.
I'm alive! Yes! I'm alive! Oh god. I think I just used like 75% of the energy I have left on that intro.
I think you might have.
God,
surprise everybody.
Oh shit.
It's like a halfway episode. He looks like he's gonna die now, but we're here.
Yeah, we are. Hey everyone. As I already mentioned, I'm alive.
But barely now. He was more alive for that intro, and
I'm
now
still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Wait,
is that the script?
I think I just made a classic 2010 reference there for anybody.
I think it was before that. Oh, well, for anyone who's maybe this is your first time listening, what are you doing? The episode clearly says 29.5. This is a half episode. Don't listen to this and think that this is how we always are. I mean, it is, but
it kind of
usually
is.
there's some more structure to it.
Barely.
Well, we're releasing this special episode, so surprise, surprise, it's coming out the day after, because today, which is when you're listening to this, I almost said it was today. I don't know. We're all very tired.
It's like 5 days since the other one was recorded, so that's why I'm able to be here.
Right, exactly. And today is October the 6th, which is, Chris. Well, actually, you didn't know according to our game last week.
I knew. I just panicked.
Is the 6-month podiversary of us releasing our first episode.
I feel like we should have some type of beautiful, like, Sarah McLachlan music playing in the background.
I can see what I have on my ringtones while we converse.
Steven,
I'll see. We'll have something.
Stephen, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you,
bud. It's been a ride and a half.
And I'd like to say
God
that
bless
after
the
all
broken
the fun
road that led me straight to you. How many more early or the mid 2000 references can I make?
Well, after all we've been through, and we're gonna get into that, what the last 6 months have looked like for us a little bit. I think this is the perfect time for us to announce something, and that is, I'm officially announcing my resignation from the Is This Adulting podcast.
As you started that sentence, I was like, wait, what is this announcement? And then I got sad for a second and realizing, oh wait, it's a joke.
Yes, it was a joke. I'm not going anywhere.
It's a real good joke.
The closest thing to like really exciting like music I have is a WWE theme. On my phone.
So you don't have
we can listen to that.
Is what you're saying.
6-month podiversary.
Wait, that's a WWE reference? No, that sounds to me like the song that plays in between Disney shows.
Yeah, it's a ska song.
Hey everybody, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Let's just all dance and watch these little critters do their thing. That's the best thing.
These little critters? Is that what you refer to Disney Channel stars as?
Whatever.
Chris has been sick, y'all, and still is, but he's sucking it up and being here for us today, and I'm excited. Mostly because he's listened to the episode and he said, Steven, what are you doing? It was a shit show.
I didn't listen. I was specifically told not to listen.
Yeah, Chris was not allowed to listen to the episode for part of the reason that we'll get into in just a second. But before, let's talk a little bit about the podcast and about the last 6 months. So we launched on April 6th of this year with our first 3 episodes.
There's still time for you.
5 for 5. How many early 2000s songs are you gonna?
I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going soon, but sorry.
I'm just picturing all of a sudden, like, you're going to be like, guys, we won't be podcasting forever, so hold me when I'm here, write me when I'm
Wow, all right, there we go.
That song came on the radio today. I was like, ugh.
All right,
time to go.
No, keep doing this emotional rewind that we're doing.
It's not really that emotional. It's just kind of a little baby celebration of us real quick, of just kind of what the podcast has been, because it's really exciting. So we launched with our first 3 episodes, which were weak. If you go back and listen now,
says you.
We were not as strong of podcasters as we have become.
All right, that's cool.
We have now become the elite, and you cannot bring us down. We are number 1 on iTunes right now, currently trending. Let's make it happen.
Man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, if we were number like 2,000 on iTunes trending, I would be like, what? What's happened? Anyway, we started the Facebook group, the Is This Adulting Best Friends. How many people we start that group with? I'll tell you, it was me and Chris.
It's a very, very
right
intimate group.
It was just me and him talking, basically, and it has grown to 215 people as of today.
Nice.
Which is awesome, and people in there sharing and getting to know each other, and we've gotten countless packages and snacks and letters and gifts and wonderful things from all of you, and you're amazing, and we appreciate it every day. You are the reason that we are able to do what we're doing. We've had over 50,000 downloads thanks to you.
I found the reason for me. Sorry. Hoobastank reference. That's the fourth one. Let's keep going.
I'm really glad that you pulled Hoobastank out.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. That sounds...
Hey, Steven. Some might say over the last 2 weeks, my bathroom is Hoobastank.
Oh God!
You've missed me, everyone. You've missed me.
I did miss you. I missed most of my podcasting being me going, oh gosh.
Well, to be fair, that was my last 2 weeks, just making that noise.
That is true. Anytime I've talked to you on the phone, I've been like, hey, how you been, man? I'm not good. It's just the saddest thing.
Yeah. But I'm sorry,
so
keep,
I'm really
keep
glad.
reminiscing.
No, we joined a network, Orbital Jigsaw, orbitaljigsaw.com. Also, orbitaljigsaw.com/store if you want to purchase sweet merch. And then we're doing a couple of firsts here in the next couple months. And as I've told you a bajillion times, and you're just so tired of it by now, but I'm going to keep telling you for the next, I don't know, 17 days. Is that math? No, that's not math. Oh, God.
Soon
18,
enough.
No.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm going to keep... Oh, it's actually 15 days. That helped me. The way you said it, saying a couple weeks helped me.
You've got to hear it like 2 more times.
Yeah. So, I'm going to keep telling you, we're having our first meetup on October 21st, Saturday at 1 p.m. at Brakeman's Coffee in Matthews, North Carolina. I went in this week. I finally reserved the upstairs room that I think I've said for 2 weeks that I reserved, but I forgot.
Good.
So I finally did reserve it. And they were like, this is for what? It's like a podcast meetup. And they just kind of looked at me like, okay. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we do a podcast. And I explained it to them. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, that's really cool.
What if you had said that you had reserved that place? And then they were like, so sorry. There was actually like, we just had this other guy book the upstairs, like no joke, 2 minutes ago. In fact, he's right there. And you turned over and in the corner, guess who it was?
Was it you?
No.
Is it Aaron Matthews?
Hello, it's me, Coral. I'm here for
Coral,
my
you're
chimney
back.
sweep convention. There's only 6 of us, so that's why we rented out the upstairs of a coffee house.
It'd only be fair.
Carl, I
got there
missed you.
first.
Wish I could say the same, Steven.
Thanks, Carl.
He's a jerk.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But in all actuality,
Sure am.
Sorry. He keeps just like
in all
popping
actuality, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Because let's say, hypothetically, that Nintendo was releasing the Super Nintendo Classic and it was very hard to get your hands on and they were selling on eBay for like $400. And then let's say that somebody didn't pick up their pre-order at their local GameStop and you had a friend that was a manager and told you, hey, come in early and pick it up because I legally have to sell it to you. And then as you were walking out the door, the man who had pre-ordered it came in to pick up his pre-order, but the 48 hours were over and you ran to your car. Let's say that happened to you this week. That happened to me. That it could very similar situation.
Oh, well, there's a guy out there who's just real upset.
Well, not with me because he didn't know it was me because I ran away like a coward. Anyway, So yeah, come to our meetup. We're good people.
Whatever.
All right. Also, this is the like bigger news. This is the thing that like we've been saying we were going to tell you for like literally months now, and we finally have enough information to tell you.
We're pregnant. Nope, sorry.
Well, actually,
Scientists are calling us a medical mystery.
Miracle.
Yeah,
Marvel.
Whatever. Sorry.
Any of
I'm gonna
those
stop
words.
interrupting you.
It's okay. It's okay. We haven't done this in a while.
Hey,
It feels...
we're doing a podcast convention. See, I just took it from you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we're doing DC Podfest. We're doing a live show. We've talked about it, but we didn't have any details. Well, guess what? Now we do.
We got those deeds.
Live show tickets go on sale a few days ago. Live show tickets are on sale right now. The show is at DC Podfest in Washington, D.C. We will be doing our live show the evening of Saturday, November the 11th at 8 p.m. And it is 3 shows for 1 ticket. So your 1 ticket gets you in not only to see us, but also to see Josh Hallmark's Karen and Ellen Letters live and a yet-to-be-announced podcast that we have no clue what it is. And that ticket is $20. So for $20, you get in to see 3 good podcasts, because I assume the third one will be a great show as well. And I'm also saying that we're good. I'm just going to say it. I think we're good. So come hang out. I think each show is going to run about 35 to 40 minutes. And it's just an event for fans and listeners to come out and meet their favorite podcasters and all that. We will post the ticket link on our website and on our Facebook page, or if you want to type it in, you can visit dcpfliveshows.bpt.me. And that'll take you to
the easiest URL in the entire world.
That's why we will...
You definitely need to repeat that, or at least put that on every single social media we have.
Sure, I will say it one more time. It is DC Podfest. So
okay.
dcpfliveshows.bpt.me. And that's brown paper tickets for people who aren't sure. And
That's
I think
helpful.
you can go to brown paper tickets and search for DC Podfest, and you should be able to find the live show ticket. It's $20. And yeah, I will post it everywhere because it's not exactly the easiest link to follow.
Rolls off the tongue. 162.4, comma, semicolon, beep bop, boop boop.
I like how we both did that at the same time. Also, we will be having a meetup on Friday evening, the night before the live shows, so November the 10th, with Josh Hallmark and the cast of the Karen and Ellen Letters. We'll be announcing more details on that in the coming week, so stay tuned for that. Now, I just did a lot of talking, and most people are probably like, I'm done, I'm out.
They were done halfway through that URL you gave them.
Shh! Don't shit on the URL. What if the people are listening and they're like, "Oh funny
I'm
URL,
in support of it.
Funny, no live show for you."
Like I said, I think they would agree. It's just it's much harder to describe an audio format than it is to see it with your eyes.
Absolutely. All right. Well, the reason I wanted to do this is not only because it is our 6-month is podiversary. We're going to make it a word. This is the day that marks 6 months of us podcasting, but Chris didn't get to play the game.
To be clear, the game that came out on episode 29.
Yes, Chris didn't get to play the game that came out on the last episode, nor did he get to hear about urban legends, and he didn't get to hear the urban legends that I found that everyone seemed to enjoy. And so
I was dealing with my own urban legends.
What's that?
I was dealing with my own urban legends.
Oh, yeah, and they will go down in history.
Yes.
We will tell stories of this for the rest of our friendship. All right, but I wanted him to get the chance to play the game, and so I put him on media blackout. He has not been allowed to go on Facebook. He has not been allowed to listen to the podcast.
What day is it? Who am I?
Who am I? No, we're not going to. I took it from early 2000s to Les Miserables. Let's not do that.
To late 1700s.
Yeah. Okay. 1980 something.
It was just the French Revolution. I'm sorry, I was making a history joke.
Oh, you think I would have enjoyed that, but
yeah, you did.
But I didn't.
So let's play this game. I'm ready.
Okay, so my sources for this game, just real quick, I'm going to say again because I will be reading chunks from the websites I found, so I don't want it to sound like I'm plagiarizing or stealing anybody else's jokes. So my sources for this are ET Online, Screen Rant, and the Today Show's website. And so this is a game that, as any of you who listened to our last episode know, I am calling Hocus Pocus or Hocus Bogus. Because I felt like that was the closest to a Chris Grimmett name I could give it. All right. And so, Chris, here's what I'm going to need you to do. I have 2 horror movies. And I have a title, a year, and what the horror movie is about.
I just came up with another Chris Grimmett name for it. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I want to call it the Little Screamies.
No, we're not calling it the Little Screamies.
The Little Screamies! Ah! Sorry, okay, I'm done. Just re-describe this game to me now.
Okay, I have 2 movie titles of horror movies.
Gotcha.
And then the year, and then what they're about. And I'm going to need you to tell me which one is real and which one is fake.
Ooh, okay.
And I have created other horror movies, clearly. So one of each one is false, similar to the mascot game. But you will also get bonus points, and by this you're not playing against each other, so the bonus points don't matter. It's very much like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
No,
None of
they
these
matter.
points really matter.
They matter.
Okay, the bonus points matter. Okay. 4 out of the 7 real movies have Rotten Tomato scores. And so if you can get within 10 points of that Rotten Tomato score, you get a bonus point.
Within 10 points? Oh.
On either side.
I'm going to kill this.
All right.
You give me a
think
20-point range? Oh, God.
All right, so there are 7 categories.
Let's go.
Your first
good
category.
This. I'm so good at these games. Not really.
You're I don't know, you might be good at this one because you know me so well.
Oh, that is true. That is true. All right. Quiz me. Hocus Pocus or Hocus. Wait. Hocus. Hocus Bogus?
Hocus.
That's right.
Hocus Bogus.
AKA Lil Screamies.
Also known as the Little Screamies, y'all. Okay, so the first... I forgot the word category. I couldn't think of the word category.
Screamagory?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
The first category is construction. And so, Chris,
construction? Okay.
yeah. Which of these movies is real? Is it Killdozer, a 1974 film about a possessed bulldozer that goes on a killing spree?
Okay.
Or Hazard Insurance, a 1987 film about a construction team building on cursed ground who is then picked off by freak weather anomalies?
What's the first one again?
Killdozer, a 1974 film about a possessed bulldozer that goes on a killing spree.
I'm going with the second one, Hazard something.
Nope, it's Killdozer.
Oh, dang.
But aren't you kind of more excited that it's Killdozer?
Oh, I'm significantly more excited. I just thought that you came up with that.
All right. Actually, somebody in the group today posted a poster and literally said, "Oh my God, I've seen this movie."
Really?
So,
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yep. All right, here we go. This one never hit theaters. It was made for ABC television.
Okay.
But its cult reveres it mostly because of its idiotic premise and admittedly amazing title, complete with superfluous exclamation point, because it's not just Killdozer, it's Killdozer.
Okay.
And what a grade A premise it is. A meteorite with strange powers lands on Earth. When a work crew tries to move it with a bulldozer, the heavy shoveling equipment becomes possessed by the alien boulder's power and goes on a killing rampage.
Oh,
and then
love
it
it.
just dissipates.
What?
It just stops.
What a kind spirit.
The biggest disappointment, thanks to its TV movie status, there was never a cool movie poster created to trumpet its arrival on the junk culture scrap heap. But that's not true because someone posted the poster. And so for all of these real movies, we're going to post the posters in the show notes.
Interesting.
Just so that you all get to experience it.
Wow.
If they have
okay.
posters.
Okay.
All right.
So now I have to
So
guess the Rotten Tomato score?
Nope, no Rotten Tomatoes on that one.
Oh, okay.
It's only on 4 of them. All right.
Here we go.
So,
I'm 0 for
need to
1,
know-
starting off strong.
you're doing good. The next category is holidays. So I need to know which of these movies is real. Is it 1981's Happy Birthday to Me, a film revolving around killings taking place on the birthday of the main character, specifically at their party, or Arbor Day, a 1995 movie about an axe-wielding killer stalking the management of a corporation planning to cut down a forest to build a shopping center?
Oh, man.
Equally stupid.
The problem is, because I know you so well, like, I think I know which one it is, but then I second guess myself and think, no, you're doing the other one. Okay. Arbor Day.
No, it's Happy Birthday to Me.
Dang it. That was my first choice. I almost didn't listen to the second option and almost just went with the first because I was like, that's not him. But then with oh man, you got me with that. Okay, describe Happy Birthday to me.
All right. In a creative aftermath of Black Christmas, Halloween, and Friday the 13th, the 1980s turned into a muddy cesspool of slash-alike calendar-centric movies. Graduation Day, My Bloody Valentine, and others painted by the numbers and sent a stream of murdered teen bodies down the multiplex conveyor belt. This one barely accomplished that goal, loosely tying Stalker-style murders about the birthday of Little House on the Prairie star Melissa Sue Anderson.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, it appears that the entire film's reason to exist was to deliver the kebab skewering a face murder depicted on the poster.
Whoa.
And so, Chris, I need you to tell me, within 10 points on either side, what was the Rotten Tomatoes score of this movie?
34.
It got a 27. You were within 10 points. All right.
Told you.
You got 1 point. I should be keeping tally. I'm going to let you keep score.
Oh, I've got it. I've got 1 point so far. One out of possible 3.
The next category is music. So which of these films is real? Is it 1986's Trick or Treat? The soul of a famous rock star is trapped inside his unreleased record urging a teen to kill. Or is it Halloween Fright from 1984? A film in which a jazz musician sells his soul for fame as a saxophonist, only to learn that those who hear his music meet terrible fates.
The first one.
It is indeed the first one. It is Trick or Treat.
Yep.
In the 1980s, the Satanic Panic was all the rage, and an especially loopy strain of it existed in the form of preachers holding seminars on the perils of heavy metal, particularly if played backwards on turntables. Hence this story about a teenage metalhead, who was the guy that played Skippy on Family Ties, by the way, whose favorite rock star dies in a mysterious fire. The only copy of his new unreleased record, however, contains his spirit. When played backwards, the rocker helps his teen fan get revenge on bullies. Whoa. But when the evil rocker suggests murder, it's up to our hero to smash any electronic equipment that would convey the message. Finally,
punch him. I'm cool with it. Kick him. Totally there. Stab him. Gone a little bit too far, dude.
Finally, the mean music man is lured into a cassette tape and destroyed.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, what a powerful ending scene.
Best or worst of all is this one tried to have its devil's food cake and eat it too by casting Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne, two men whose acting talents are inversely proportional to their music making skills.
Wow, that's a pretty big cast though.
It is. Tell me what it got on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm going to go with 43.
You are incorrect on that one. It got a 71. Dang. But that's based on 7 reviews.
Okay.
All right. So the next category is a category that I'm calling Gotta Pay the Bills. So this is work-related horror movies. So which of these is real? Is it 1999's Slasher Center, a film in which employees of a large box store are stalked by a killer after the store closes? What they don't realize is the killer may be among them. Or 1972's Blood Freak, a film in which a man working on a poultry farm turns into a murderous turkey man and feasts on the blood of junkies.
I'm going to go with my gut. And my gut is saying the one I want to be true, whether it is or not. And that's Turkey Man feasting on junkies.
That is the real one.
Yes, that's everything I was hoping.
All right, strap in for this one. Doubling as a film perfect to watch on Halloween and Thanksgiving, Blood Freak is a true oddity, a horror film that also doubles as an anti-drug PSA that makes you feel like you're on drugs. Herschel is a Vietnam vet and Elvis lookalike whose world turns around after he meets Angel. While she is as pious and religious as her namesake suggests, he takes a turn for the worst after falling for her drug-addicted sister. Soon he's also hooked. This gets dark. Soon he's also hooked.
Fall for Angel? He fell for his sister or her sister?
Yeah.
Oh, unexpected. All right, keep going.
So soon he's also hooked and turns to a turkey farm job to fund his drug habit. But his problems only escalate when he's asked to eat some lab-grown turkey that turns him into a murderous man turkey who has a new kind of drug habit, drinking the blood of junkies.
Wait, he's a man turkey?
Yes, a murderous man turkey.
Are there pictures of this that we get to see?
I've seen posters, so I'll have to pull some up.
I am interested in seeing that later.
Blood Freak is one trippy flick with bad editing and awkward performances only adding to the disorienting plot. Even more quizzical is the addition of an on-screen narrator who acts like a poor man's Rod Serling, so prone to chain smoking that he actually coughs on camera. And there's no Rotten Tomatoes for that one.
Oh, too bad.
Now, this one, I think you and I may have come across on Netflix at some point, so I think you're going to get this one.
Okay.
I call the next category Sentient Foods.
All right.
And so, which of these is real? 2005's Ginger Dead Man, a film about a murderous gingerbread man, or 2002's Gummy Scare, a film about a murderous gummy bear?
First one, Ginger Man.
Yep, it's Ginger Dead Man,
Yeah.
because I remember finding it on Netflix in college, but we never watched it.
Yeah, and that one just... I know how much you like the word gummies, so that's why I assumed that was the case.
So, can I just tell you about this movie?
Please.
Because it's my favorite one on the list. Serial killer I can't even say his name. Serial killer Millard Findlemeyer is executed for his crimes. Yep, that's how this movie opens. He's executed for his crimes.
Oh,
his ashes are then given to his mother, and she mixes them into a gingerbread spice mix.
What?
And then gives it to a local bakery.
Mama,
by the way,
what's going on, Mama?
Well, by the way, Millard's mother is a witch.
Oh, that's what's going on.
Which, no offense to any of our Wicca listeners, like they're making you out to seem real bad.
Well, this is probably like a very Hollywood version of witch.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's pretty much the equivalent of, like the Evil Witch of the West and
the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, or Wicked Witch of the West from. What is that freaking movie? I can't remember.
The Wizard of Oz?
That's my brain is like paused.
I was hoping you were going to say the one from Wicked.
I posted Goldilocks.
Yes, from Goldilocks. I need you to know that the plot keeps going. The bakery uses the concoction and adds some accidental employee's blood because it's a terrible, disgusting bakery to make a large gingerbread man that comes to life and begins killing people.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous in every sense of the word, but there is one thing that makes this movie rather creepy. The voice of the Ginger Dead Man is Gary Busey.
Shut up. That makes it so much better.
And here's my favorite part of the write-up from whichever site I got this from. No one is saying that in real life Gary Busey himself is a giant humanoid gingerbread creature with a hunger for human flesh, but no one is saying he isn't either.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to tell me there's a celebrity that you know that did the voice for this, he would be in my top 3 of people I would assume.
It's amazing, and the sequels are worth checking out, if only for their titles. So you have the first sequel, Ginger Dead Man 2, The Passion of the Crust.
Oh my god.
And Ginger Dead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver.
I like the second one better. Actually, The Passion of the Crust, that's pretty...
The Passion of the Crust is pretty good.
Pretty hilarious.
All right. So the next theme, we have 2 more categories.
All right.
The next category is technology.
Bebop boop.
Yep.
That's what technology sounds like.
So the next category is technology, a.k.a. Bebop Boop. So, Chris, which one of these Bebop Boop horror movies is real? Is it 2012's VHS, a film about a VCR that produces tapes of the viewer's own death? Or is it 2008's One Missed Call, a film about a possessed cell phone that calls people before they die?
One Missed Call.
It is One Missed Call.
I remember, because I remember hiding from that movie.
I wanted to trick you because there is a horror movie called VHS, but it is not from 2012, and that's not the plot.
Ah. Oh, I was going to say, I knew VHS, but I didn't think that was what
I was crafty. So cell phones possessed by evil spirits call their victims in advance of their deaths. Then the victim dies. No one thinks to change their number, or get rid of their phone, or simply send the death spirit to voicemail. At one point in the film, an exorcism is performed on the phone. So, hey, Chris, what did this get on Rotten Tomatoes?
I'm going one of 2 directions. What am I going to do? I'm going to go 13.
You know, you're so close, but you didn't quite get it within the 10-point percentile because it got a 0.
Whoa.
Yeah, it got the ever rare 0 Rotten Tomatoes score.
Wow. Man, that must have been bad.
All right. Finally is a category that I called for our guests, History Goes Bump.
Oh, that's nice.
And so it's historical horror movies. So which one of these films is real? Is it 2009's The Unborn? The ghost of a child killed during the Holocaust terrorizes a young woman. Or is it A More Perfect Union from 1996, a film in which a revolutionary soldier wrongfully executed as a British spy returns to seek vengeance on the ancestors of his accusers?
I wonder if you're tricking me here. I feel like The Unborn I'm going to go with because I feel like I remember that name, but that doesn't necessarily mean that is the movie.
It is The Unborn.
Ooh, got it.
Yep. An angry, restless spirit of a boy, one half of a set of twins killed in the Holocaust during World War II, roams history waiting to be reborn. So it makes perfect sense that he'd select a hot teen girl from 2008 as the object of his wrath.
Mm-hmm.
There are murders, hallucinations, tornado-like exorcisms, and crazily overacting Jane Alexander shouting about the Holocaust. Fun project. Find a fan of ludicrously bad movies and say, Jumbie want to be reborn now, and watch their eyes light up. So that's the last one. There is a Rotten Tomatoes score. What do you think it got?
42.
Nope, way worse than that. It got a 10.
Oh.
I even said in the description, ludicrously bad movies.
Well, hey, I mean, one of them still got 71.
That is true.
Hey,
so you've now gotten to play the first edition.
6.
You got 6 points?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Let's talk about the reason why this is impressive. Because the fact is, y'all, did you explain to them how much I hate scary movies?
I did explain that you probably were only faking sick because you hate all things creepy and scary.
Oh, yeah. I hate them with a passion. Like, you could not pay me amount of money to watch a scary movie because it would haunt me for forever. Like, I cannot do it. So, it's funny I was able to get as many right, mostly because I remember, like, horror movies, like, because I purposely avoid them. Like, that's one of my favorite things about being in the movies and having glasses when there's some type of really scary movie preview. I just take my glasses off and I just close my eyes. And by this point, like, I know them so well. I mean, you might ask, why do you need to take your glasses off if you close your eyes? But I do both just to make sure I can't see anything.
If we're at home and we're watching like Netflix, not Netflix because there's no commercials, and then I was gonna say Hulu, but we have the Hulu like commercial free option. If we're watching YouTube or TLC Go, catching up on that good 90 Day Fiance, and there's an ad for a horror movie, Katie just puts her head under the blanket and just hides.
Yeah, I can't handle it. So I'm just impressed that I got as many as I did.
I am, and people seem to really enjoy this game from what I saw in the group. So if you liked this game, let us know because I'm trying to convince Chris to let me do it one more time before October's over.
Yeah, I mean, also if you find any crazy ones, send it to him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Except for Thanksgiving, we've already talked about it. No, thank you.
Yeah, agreed.
So the next conversation that we had was about urban legends. So, do you know any urban legends, Chris?
Nope. None
yes, you
whatsoever.
do.
But, I mean,
yes, you do.
Not to my knowledge, but it's always possible.
No, you definitely do. Like, we talked about the one where the guy meets a girl at the bar and wakes up in an ice bath, and written on the mirror is, like, call 911, and his kidneys have been removed, and, like, all that stuff.
I don't know that one, and I wish I didn't know that one.
Okay. We talked about, like, the skunk ape, which is basically Sasquatch of Florida. We talked about, Bigfoot?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Loch Ness Monster. Those are urban legends. Yeah. Cryptids. The Mothman.
I don't know what that means.
We talked about him. He is this weird, like, 9-foot-tall flying creature that has supposedly appeared before, like, crazy events. Like, there were multiple sightings of him reported on September 10th of 2001 in the New York area.
Jeez.
He appeared like 37 sightings before this bridge collapsed in 2007. Like, it's always around some like ominous thing, and there's been like a lot of sightings recently around Chicago. So people are like,
the Mothman.
The Mothman, yeah, it's scary.
Yeah,
okay, but then there are There are urban legends that I feel like you have to know. Like the Bloody Mary thing. Go like stand in the bathroom, in the dark bathroom, and say Bloody Mary 3 times.
Yeah, that's my absolute nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really glad that you weren't here. That's not true. I wish you had been here to be uncomfortable. But so you know the premise of the horror movie When a Stranger Calls?
No, I do not.
Okay. Which is a babysitter in the house, babysitting kids. And she keeps getting phone calls, and there's heavy breathing and all of this sort of stuff and like scary things being said. And then when she calls the police, they trace the number and it's coming from inside the house.
I mean, I now know it. I didn't know that, and I once again wish I didn't.
Right. Actually, turns out we discovered on the episode Denise and Diane know the woman now who that movie was based on. That actually happened to.
That makes me
now
want
they
to
did
scream.
They did take some liberties with the movie, but I found a urban legend. I found these, and you're gonna love these, because they were either written, and I'll say the same thing I said on our main episode. I'm not making fun of people who English is not their first language or who have bad grammar skills. They may have been written as trolling things. They may have been written by someone who English is not their first language, or they may have been run through a translator, which I think is the most likely. And so these have been flying around the internet for a long time. And so I'm going to read you a short one about a phone call and let you enjoy this, because I really wanted you to be here for these, and I was sad that you couldn't hear them.
Okay.
And understand that most of this is misspelled. That's why I'm going to speak the way that I'm speaking.
That's helpful.
So you're with your honey and you're making out when the phone rings. You answer it. And the voice is, "What are you doing with my daughter?" You tell your girl, and she say, "My dad is dead." Then who was phone?
Wait, is that it?
That's it.
Wait, how is it an urban legend?
It's not. It's just when these like things based on urban legends that have popped up. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm with you
So
now. I was
arguably one of the most popular urban legends. We talked about it on the show, and Denise brought it up, but I was going to bring it up. I'm sure you've heard about it. Literally everyone knows this like story. It's not true, but it's like
we'll see if everyone knows this story.
There's a couple who's like parked, and they hear on the radio that a lunatic with a hook for a hand has escaped from the asylum. They talked about it on like Boy Meets World and Smart Guy and all these shows growing up, so you probably heard it somewhere. And so the boyfriend has to get out for some reason, and they start hearing scratching sounds on the car and all this stuff. And then in the morning, they're scared, so they don't get out, and it stops. And in the morning, they get out, and the hook is hanging on the door handle.
I don't remember that. And once again, I wish I hadn't heard that.
Okay, well, that's a very famous urban legend. And this one is the one that has been flying around the internet for about 10 years now and is the source of a meme.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it so much, and I'm going to need you to enjoy it with me. Hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did, because it's very similar to that story, except, boy, it's not. And it's fun for me because I know all the listeners already know this. And so it's all about seeing how you react. Man and girl go out to drive under moonlight. They stop at a side road. He turned to his girl and say, "Baby, I love you very much."
So
"What is it, honey?" "Our car is broken down." I think the engine
what
is
a
broken.
compliment sandwich. Just like before you get upset. I love you so much, baby.
"I think the engine is broken. I'll walk and get some more fuel." Which is not how broken engines work.
I just realized that I wasn't thinking.
"Okay, I'll stay here and look after our stereo."
That girl's defensive. No one's get my stereo.
"There have been news reports of steries being stolen." "Good idea. Keep the door locked, no matter what. I love you, sweaty." So the guy left to get full for the car. After 2 hours, the girl say, "Where is my baby? He was supposed to be back by now." Then the girl hear scratching sound and a voice say, "Let me in." The girl doesn't do it, and after a while she goes to sleep.
I was concerned, but not.
I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Not enough to not stay awake.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it in. Okay, I'm gonna get through this next one. The next morning, she wakes up and finds her boyfriend still not there. She gets out to check, and man door, hand hook, car door.
Wait, what?
You heard me. Man door, hand hook, car door.
Wait, okay. So these are retelling urban legends. Just
but like poorly translated and just terrible.
Okay, I'm with you now. Man, what is it?
Man door, hand hook, car door.
Hey, look, they're just making sure it's very clear for you.
Oh my God. No, I just wanted to share those with you because I figured if anyone would get a kick out of those, you would enjoy those.
Man, try and say that 3 times fast. Man
door, hand hook, car door, man door, hand hook, car door, man door, hand hook, car door.
All right, fine. Okay, so you can. Congratulations. Well done.
I've also read that story to myself like 18 times over the last 3 days.
Okay,
so.
That helps. That does help.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Anyway, I wanted to share those 2 things that you missed out on being sicky sick.
Thank you.
I wanted to share that with you, and I wanted our listeners to get their weekly dose of Chris because I literally saw people in the group when I announced you wouldn't be there that were like, well, we're quitting because we hate you. And I said, well, that's not nice, but okay.
None of that happened.
That did not happen, but I did have people ask, but wait, who will do the, because you never know at the end. And who will say bye? And I was like, it's okay. I did both. Don't worry.
Not me. I'm done with that life.
Oh my gosh. No. So I wanted everyone to get their weekly fix of Chris. I also don't realize I realized I'm sitting here and you couldn't see me, but I was just like tugging at my shirt, just like very seductively.
That's not what you're doing. Let's be honest. So if we're going to create the visual for everyone, you were for some reason like pretty much rubbing your nipples.
Kind of, but it was more of a tugging motion, and I don't realize why I was doing that until I don't know. I didn't know I was doing it, and then I looked in the camera and realized, oh goodness.
That's an important feature that you included. I'm glad that you let everyone know that.
I just want everyone to know what's going on in my life.
Okay.
Hey, how's the sick going? Everything going? Just a quick update for everybody. You doing good?
I'm doing okay. Thank you so much for everyone who's just sent messages of support and everything. I appreciate it. Still not completely sure what's going on. It seems like whatever this is more of like a temporary flare up of a more consistent thing that has happened in the past. And so, I'm going to be doing some tests and some lab work and stuff, and hopefully we'll get some stuff figured out in the next couple of weeks. But so I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm definitely glad that I'm starting to feel better. I was telling you, Stephen, I'm probably like 70%, so I'm not by any means 100. I'm running a little bit on adrenaline for this episode, but so I might seem like more than 70, but yeah. So I appreciate the asking, and I appreciate everyone's kind words and thoughts and prayers, and I will continue to update you whenever I find things out.
Ooh, and you will be present on our other episodes, hopefully.
I should be.
If not, there just won't be any more Is This Adulting? That's not true. If not, we'll work it out. It'll just be Steven and his plethora of podcast friends coming together to keep Chris healthy, resting. I don't know. At the end of the day, Chris will be good by October 21st, or else I'll disown him because we have a meetup. It's at Brakeman's Coffee on Saturday.
Stop it.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. We don't have the whole rundown that we usually do. We just wanted to drop this and say, hey, thanks for 6 months of listening and being awesome and getting us where we are, because without all of you, we would not be here.
Yeah, I would just want to second that. And the thing that, for me, that I would just like to share is I'm very grateful for this podcast for a lot of different reasons. And I think Stephen would agree that what we wanted to do with this was create a place that did 2 things at once, that helped make other people feel safe and heard, that they're not the only ones going through stuff, and hopefully help them process and be able to do some healing and work towards their own growth of whatever it is. But I mean, at the end of the day, wasn't just about that. It was also because we needed to process stuff. And I know that 6 months of goofing around and talking and working through things on here has been very important. And I mean, I think about where both of us, where we were, on April 6th when this came out, and we were in really bad places. And, I think it's also important to just reflect on who knows where this will go. Our intention is to, be in this for the long haul. And hopefully, after 6 months of doing this, we've grown and we've been able to heal in some ways and are making progress. Hopefully 6 months from now that will continue. And, I don't know what that will look like when we're going to have people entering into the show that are in different places. Some people are going to be just for the first time ever having someone to process stuff with, and some people have been with us for a long time. And so that might be a little bit weird when our mental health check-ins aren't the same as they used to be, but I think that's the importance of including other voices and other people being able to share and write in and tell what's going on, because I don't want it just to be us, and I know Steven doesn't either. We want to hear what's going on, and not just in the Facebook group, but for the people who aren't on there but do listen. So it's been a really meaningful adventure of the last 6 months, and it's kind of crazy that it's been 6 months. It just doesn't feel that,
Oh no, it feels like we started this not long ago. Like maybe, I don't know. It feels like months, but maybe like 2 months.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're like now an official like LLC and like all this crazy stuff, and things have kind of it dug me out. And I, like you said, and I know for you it's true as well, this podcast took me out of a very, very, very dark place.
Yeah.
And this just made me happy again. Mm-hmm. It gave me purpose. It made me feel like I made a difference. And it made me feel like maybe what I had to say had value. And for the first time in my life, going to therapy, getting on the right meds and stuff, for the first time in my life, I'm starting to give myself value. And a lot of that is because of you. Both Chris, who I'm looking at now, but also because of the listeners.
Yeah.
And telling me that they appreciate what we're doing. And so that is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly powerful for me. And I do want to share one more thing about how we've come full circle since we started. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on our very first episode, we did misconnections. That was our first episode, correct?
I think so.
I think on our very first episode, we did misconnections. Fact check me. Maybe it was episode 3, but I'm pretty sure it was episode 1. And one of the misconnections, if you remember, Chris, was about a woman who found a dead bird in her mailbox.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Okay. Well, I got an email. I got an email from our listener, Kinsey, who told me, episode 4. She said, in the episode 4 Craigslist story about the dead bird in the mailbox, that's actually my mom. Unless this happens often. I hope it doesn't. But my mom was sent a dead bird in her mailbox, and it was sent from my dad's ex in high school. Why after all these years? I prefer not to ask too many questions. And so I followed up with, hey, I want to include this on the episode, but since you weren't on the episode, I didn't include it. So I'm going to read her what she just sent me literally while we were recording this.
Please.
Okay. The story behind the dead bird in the mailbox is hilarious. When my parents were sophomores in high school, they fell in love in English class. At the time, my dad was with a senior. He broke up with her saying she never changed her hair and then got with my mom. At a party at said senior girl's house, my parents walked in together. Things escalated, shocking, and my mom and her got into a fight. The girl shoved my mom and called her bitch, and my mom punched her in the face, which resulted in her nose being broken. The parents were going to sue my mom for this. However, she was a senior, which meant 18 and under. However, she was a senior, which meant 18. Their lawyer advised against it since she instigated it. A week later, she received a dead bird in her mailbox and assumed it was her. She still receives them every now and then.
What?
It's unsettling because how many fucking dead birds do you kill for years over a high school boyfriend?
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the part that I have to imagine. I have to imagine that every single bird has a different hairstyle.
She wrapped it up with, truly, it only happens like once in every 5 to 10 years, but my mom has a suspicion it's her now after my dad reminded her of the first bird incident. And she said, sorry, she responded too late and we couldn't get it in the podcast. Well, she didn't know we were doing a bonus sneak peek half episode.
Seriously, though, this leaves me so many questions. One, I am so amazed about this. So that is awesome. And also sad because I'm so sorry that your mom and dad continue to get dead birds in their mailbox. But I'm more interested in your mom. So your dad was into girls that changed their hair every once in a while. What was your mom like? That's what I want to know. Did she have like
her hair all the time,
different hairstyles at the same time? She's got like a long ponytail and then one part's like completely buzzed and another part's sticking up and one is blue. That's just what I want to know. That is amazing.
Yeah, I thought you would enjoy that, and so hopefully she's cool with me having shared that on the show.
Oh,
I assume so.
That is.
Hey guys, you're seeing is this adulting in real life? You're seeing the anxiety because I'm just like, oh god, I hope it's okay that I said it on the show, even though she said sorry, I responded late, and you couldn't get it on the show. So yeah, that happened. That is a real thing. Now I'm not sure if it was our Craigslist bird person, but god, I hope it was.
Hey, if not, maybe there's more to this world than we knew. Maybe that is a regular thing.
Oh god, I just needed to share that with you because I just got that email as we were getting ready to wrap up, and I knew that would be just the perfect way to bring it full circle.
That is
to the early days of the podcast.
But yeah, again, thanks everybody. Honestly, it's very awesome and humbling, and just it means a lot that people want to listen and that people want to listen to our insecurities. We're being vulnerable, and that can be an intimidating thing, and so it's just nice to be able to know that we're trying to create an environment where it doesn't have to be intimidating.
No, it's so nice to know. And for real, thank you to everyone who's been supportive and who has supported us on Patreon and through listening and as we've switched networks and is in the community. It's incredibly humbling and sends us things. That's the thing, like, not dead birds.
Please do not send us any dead birds. But if you do, Steven's the one that opens the PO box, so I'm actually okay with it.
Hey, I would if one of the boxes smells, I'll make sure that one goes straight to you. I just wanted to kind of take that time and say thank you to everybody, and we're planning on doing this for as long as you'll let us.
So, to conclude, everyone just close your eyes for a second and just imagine just like a slideshow of pictures that we've had, and I'll provide some music.
Okay.
Look at this photograph.
No.
Sorry, I
really thought it was going to be the I will remember.
No, I had to provide one more. What seemed to be only alternative rock, early 2000 to mid 2000 song. So
that's true. Well, you know what?
We're done.
We are done, and I'm going to let you say the first part of our tagline this week. And you know who's going to say the second part? Kenzie. Because our listener signed the email off with it. So I have been your best friend, Steven.
Oh, and I've been your best friend, Chris. Remember, kids, oh, God, I'm so nervous. Okay. Remember, kids, to be happy, stay healthy, and go hug someone.
Because you never know. You might live in the household that receives dead birds from one of your parents' exes. Oh, I love it so much.
Gosh. Wow. Thanks,
all
everyone.
Right, y'all.
Hey, Steven,
Yep.
Happy 6-month podiversary.
You too, bud. Love you.
Bye. Love you too.
Have a good week.